What's up, guys? Welcome to today. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to start off with a little story and a little information about this car. This car is a 2008 Honda Civic. My mother bought it brand new in 2007. I think I was 14 years old. I was about to get my permit. I was really excited. This was going to be the car that I'm going to learn to drive on. Then fast forward maybe 5 or 6 years later, my girlfriend now owns the car. And guess what happened to it? Let me show you what's going on. Someone crashed it. So now I'm responsible for fixing it. We don't want to have to go through insurance. The deductible, all that stuff is going to be cheaper if I can fix it. So let's see if we can make this happen. So first glance, we're looking at it. What I noticed right off the bat is the shocks are messed up. We're gonna have to get replacements. It should not look like this. And then that steering arm is really bent out of whack. But besides that, as far as the frame, everything really looks okay. Wow. So we might be able to actually do this. Stay tuned. If this video's up, you know it's good news, so stay watching. Alright guys, so just looking at what we have, judging by how this is, it's really not too bad. The door might be off just a little bit, but I'm sure it could just be adjusted with wallowing out the bracket a little bit, or even just adding some washers if we need it to go a little further out. So I think it'll be just fine. Alright, so my next step as far as the body goes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the door panel. The reason why I'm going to take off the door panel is because I'm obviously going to need to get a new door. I'll probably just get a door from the junkyard, but let's say it's a Civic that had a beige interior, or I don't care. I'm just going to use this door panel if I can't find the same exact one, so I just want to take this off just in case. That'll make it a lot easier for me to find a door. That'll make it so I can just use any door off of any vehicle, and then we'd be good to go. So guys, from the beginning, I knew that the hardest part of this whole project was going to be the aspect of the door itself. The fender's easy, it's like 40 bucks, but I had to find a car at a junkyard that had a door that was a 4-door, same year range, 06 to 2011 is the Civic that she has. So this is her old door. What we had to do is we had to take all the components out of it and put it on the brand new door, or the door that we got from the junkyard. Alright guys, so as you saw, I got a brand new fender. I think the new fender cost me like 40 bucks. I get it from this parts supply place that they do a lot of collision repair, and that's what I'm doing. I have an account with them, so that was really easy and good to go. So the brand new fender, I test fitted it. It fit just fine. Then I removed it so that way I can work on the door. Now that the door is completely fine, we're about to be ready to be on our way back to body work, and then the body's completely done. The reason why I waited a little while to do the door after the fenders, and I'm going to leave the door on there, is because the door with the hinges, it takes a lot more work to get it perfect, to make sure that it's closing smooth, to make sure that it doesn't bind up anywhere, but it's perfect. We're good to go, so now it's time for some body work. now that the door is completely sanded, I sanded and sanded and sanded and blocked it and sanded some more. I got the fender mounted for the final time. Now it's time to mask it off and get ready for paint. So I just finished up with my second coat of clear. I'll usually just do 2 coats of clear when it comes to general collision work when I'm not going for a mirror finish. My goal is to actually match the rest of the body, and the rest of the body has a minimal orange peel look. It's just really subtle orange peel. That's what I have, so that's how it's going to be, and I think that'll be just fine. Alright, so I got the junkyard door completely painted, the brand new fender completely painted. As you saw, I just painted them at the same time. That worked out best for me because fitting the brand new fender with fresh paint on it isn't what I wanted to do, and I was able to just get the jam in here just fine. So that'll work, that'll be just fine. So with the steering, what I ended up doing is I replaced both outer tie rods because I just busted the ball joint when I was trying to remove them. And the main problem was this inner tie rod on the driver's side is what took the biggest impact, and that's what bent. So I just replaced that too. No need to get a whole new steering rack when you could just replace the tie rods individually. It's been kind of a long week and a half working on the Civic. It's all finally done. This morning I just went to go get an alignment. As you can see, it's just fine. It's all good. It's going to be just fine for her. It looks a little crazy right now just because I put a whole bunch of wax on it just to protect it while we're out driving, and if the roads are a little wet, I wanted to protect it. So anyways, this is just a free plug. I went over to Carlito's Tires over on Forsyth Road right by Hanging Moss. It's kind of where my old shop used to be. But anyways, they always treat me right. They got everything dialed in correctly. Everything is perfect. I know before there was an issue with the rear not being able to align perfectly, but they got the rear done, they got the front done, so you can see the actual numbers. They don't list what they were before, but I know since I did the tie rods and I had no kind of alignment measure, nothing to base it on, I know it was probably crazy. So they handled everything for me. They always treat me right over there, so I'd really recommend going out there. So now the plan, I just got to put on all the plastic underneath the car. I just got to wrap that up. Her car is real dirty, kind of a mess on the inside from the accident. A bunch of papers went everywhere. So I'm going to give it a wash. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to vacuum. I'm just going to get it right for her. And then it'll be back to the normal, regular scheduled videos. Alright guys, so we're wrapping it up. I got the car washed and ready for her. I waxed the new paint. The old paint, I had just recently waxed it not too long ago. So as you can tell, it looks beautiful. And the new paint, you can see it's a little darker than the old paint. But that's just fine. That's what I'd expect from paint that's 8 years old and original from Honda. So it fades a little bit. But anyways, so coming up, I'm going to start working on the Mustang. I'm going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff. I'm going to work on this Fairlady Z, original right-hand drive from Japan. Whole bunch of stuff on the way. Subscribe to keep up with all that. Go back and check out some of my old videos. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what it is, YouTube. I'm out.